beautiful people. I'm Jack Guinness, and welcome to Agony Guncles, where we give you terrible advice that you should definitely not follow. They're vaping. One of my guests is Custard Cousins with Katie Price, and the other goes great with custard. It's, of course, Ella Morgan and Cara.
That's the best instruction anyone's ever given me on any product ever. I love it.
Did you like that? Have you met Jordan?
So I love Katie. I've always loved Katie. When I was younger, I always used to look up to her, and I was just like, she exudes like, she's a UK version of Pamela Anderson, who I also loved. And then we were messaging during MAFS, and then we never ended up meeting. And even to this day, we still haven't met in person, but we message from time to time.
So she was messaging you on Mavs, and that's where she spotted her new boyfriend.
Yeah. Listen, I don't take it personally. Maybe I got what I deserved because I did it. You know, karma's a bitch. You should. Karma's a bitch. Yeah. You should have known better. No, I have nothing but love for Katie.
Okay, great.
Maybe not for a partner.
We're going to get straight into it. This episode, we're talking about types. Give me a really quick hot take, Ella. Types.
My type.
Or just types in general, your opinion on types.
I think it's very narrow-minded. Everyone I've dated has been very different from each other, so I wouldn't necessarily say I have a type. I would say friends and family would say I do have a type.
What would they say that?
What's my type?
Is it toxic guys?
She likes the bad boy.
Okay. Look-wise, it would be tattoos, muscly. I would say tall. When I went into MAFS, I said, and I wanted to be very open-minded, and trust me, I said they have to be straight or identify as straight. They have to be tall, good teeth, and make me laugh. That was all I asked for.
I'm 2 out of 3.
So I would say now I'm just very open-minded. Everyone I seem to have dated has been a short king.
Types. Hot take.
Ooh, well, the thing is, I think that types are like a low-key form of discrimination. Like, low-key. Obviously, like, we all are gonna somehow play into the type thing, without even knowing it. But I do think that types are a bit, like you said, narrow-minded. And for me, I generally don't have a set type, as long as they are, I say, the god to my goddess.
Love this.
Yeah.
Let's get into the questions. I'm attracted to tall guys, but I think they're dumb.
No.
How do I get into short kings when they're not my type?
Well, I'm proof of that. I wouldn't say that I've met a tall guy who's dumb.
I'm tall and dumb.
Are you?
Yeah.
You don't bat for my team, though.
No, I don't. Absolutely not.
Tough luck, darling. No, I'm
the gays love a tall dumb
No,
guy.
I love the gays.
I'm fine.
I would say I've always said I like taller guys than me. I wouldn't say necessarily tall, but they've got to be. I think it's because I'm a bit. I have a complex about my height, and so I would rather my boyfriend be either the same height as me in heels or taller. So I wouldn't say I just date tall boys, but I always go for short kings. I don't know what it is. They exude more confidence, and you have to be if you're short.
The short kings are the same height as you, bitch. What complex you got?
Yeah.
I'm with Cara on this.
I'm over here 6'3". I got a complex. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Fine. Yeah.
Shut up, Ella.
Sorry. I just like taller guys than me.
The question isn't necessarily about height. What we're getting at here is you think you have the set type, right? And the type isn't working for you. So
try something new then.
How do you do that though if you don't feel that you're attracted to other people? Because Cara, I think what you said is really important, that I think types are like a form of low-key discrimination.
Yeah, they are.
But we all have our reasons for liking the people we like, and it's normally kind of like our childhood. So I've got one friend who has like a curvy brunette mum, and he only goes for really skinny blonde girls because he doesn't want them to be like his mum. He needs therapy to work through that. Like, I always thought of myself as 100% gay because I had to be that. I had to hold on so tightly to that. And as I got therapy, I realized that sexuality is more of a spectrum. And I realized that my type, which is just men, actually, that was coming from a kind of defensive place, and actually I needed to expand my horizons. Do you understand what I'm saying, Cara?
I do. I definitely think that, like you said, sexuality is a spectrum, 100%. I used to read this one scholar. Her name is Judith Butler.
Judith Butler is...
Yeah, she spoke about that a lot and like in nauseam, and it was amazing because I would do actually full-on dissertations around what she would speak about, because I think that we're all pansexual in a way, personally, and that we all, like you said, lie on a spectrum some way. Like masculinity is on one end, femininity is on one end, and so in my head, gender and the appendage that you have does not lie on that spectrum at all. It's all about like, I like the sexuality as gynosexual, and what is it? What's the other one?
What's gynosexual?
Gynosexual is like attracted to femininity.
Got it.
And then I think is it androsexual or something that's attracted to masculinity? Something like that. But that's how I describe things mostly. And in terms of like the height discrepancy of like how do I get into something that's not my norm? Baby, just fucking try it. Like you try it before you buy it.
So you're trisexual.
I am trisexual. I will try anything once.
I agree. I feel like you made me sound really bad now because you sounded so good. I don't discriminate. Listen, I had a type in my head. And I was
Backtrack. I love how Ella's just sharing her type, and then we're like, well, that's very discriminatory.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like,
do you know what? When people say I have a
racist.
type, I think that's low key actually a way of saying I don't fancy you. Because a lot of guys have said to me, I really like you, but you're not my type. Which to me is like you're saying you're just not into me, which is fine. And usually they play behind the trans thing. It's like, you don't want to tell me that you don't like me because I'm trans. So instead you're going to say I'm not your type. Honey, I've seen the girls that you've dated. I know I'm your type. But no, I don't. Yeah, amen. I don't have a type, and I try to branch, my horizons.
I love that. Next one. I keep dating guys who are much younger than me because they're generally hotter than men my age, 40s, and the sex is really good.
Yeah.
How do I stop going for the fuck boys and start dating more age-appropriate men without feeling grossed out by them?
I have no advice for that one. I date fuck boys. I date old men. I date all of them. I date your dad. Fuck.
My dad's a vicar.
Good.
So look, I think what this is getting at is there are a lot of presuppositions in this, right? So she's saying old, age-appropriate, good, age inappropriate, bad. Like, what's even inappropriate? Like, do you think people should stick to their own ages, or this is a silly way of thinking?
No, I don't.
I think legal is good, illegal is bad.
Amen.
Done. Honestly, like, who fucking cares?
Where were you in the 80s? Like, people needed to hear that message.
Yeah, well, I was definitely not being conceived yet. For sure.
Do you know why I think we're so open-minded? I think as trans people, we're open-minded, and I don't care about kind of age. I do find that sometimes younger guys are more immature, but I think because that saying beggars can't be choosers, because we've always been discriminated against, well, at least I think we have a lot of the time, for being trans, people don't want to get to know us. And so it's made us feel like we have to be open-minded to anyone of any age, of any height, etc. Because beggars can't be choosers. Like, it's very rare that you find a guy that's willing to be with someone like us.
I don't like the phrase beggars can't be choosers, because you two, there's nothing beggy about either of you. What I would say, though, is maybe the journey of you looking for people that are open-minded has made you, therefore, be more open-minded.
I agree.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely went through that phase of like, being a more open-minded person. But at the moment, I'm like, I will not settle for anything less than what I deserve.
Yes.
And that's it. And whether that is with someone that is a 22-year-old or whatever, or if he's 50, I don't care. As long as he ticks all the boxes and makes me feel wanted and appreciated, and also not centering everything around the fact that I'm trans. I think that is like what really would, that's what I'm looking for personally. But in terms of this person, I don't know, child. You just gonna need to try it.
Yeah.
Right. How old is too old?
Don't look at me.
No limit.
Well, don't look at me, because I don't want to be the older limit.
Okay, well, I mean, if we're talking like the oldest I've been with is like 60s.
Dead.
60s.
60s?
60s or
7,
60.
8. Like the oldest I've been with.
78.
68.
Okay.
But was this just for a bit of fun though, or was this an actual partner or potential?
This was
partner?
for a bit of fun.
Right. Okay.
I was exploring. I explore. Honestly, just explore. Try it.
Yeah.
Like, what's the issue if his is dust? You know, what's wrong with that?
If he can still, that is.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's the thing. They will probably never get there anyway. So boom.
I think
You don't
it
have to
just
deal with
comes
it.
down to what you're looking for. For me, if you're looking for just a bit of fun, I don't think age, whether they're younger or older, matters. They think that by going above and beyond is buying you flowers, and I'm like, no, honey, you need to show up and support me and, you know, be my biggest cheerleader.
I mean, flowers are nice.
I about to say I would definitely like some flowers.
You're gonna get your flowers. I can feel it,
Yeah.
Cara.
Thank you.
Final question. Obviously, we are being open-minded, but that said, what are your icks?
Oh God.
If they can't drive, that's an ick for me. But I'm not from
We
London.
live in London.
No, but I'm not from London. So if I lived in London, that wouldn't bother me. But because I'm from Bristol, if you don't drive, I'm not being your taxi driver.
Bristol's hilly as well.
Yeah.
I'm not walking around that
No,
place.
amen. I don't.
Cara,
walk around.
icks?
Oh my God, I don't really have any icks. I kind of am the icks, to be honest. I'll have to think about that one. Ooh.
So I'll tell you my ick. My
Yeah, I wanna
ick
hear it.
was like hippies. Like, so I lived in London Fields in East London, and the people that put the rope up between the two trees, and like they're walking like a tightrope, and they're playing like the bongos and stuff. And then guess what God did? Introduced me to the man of my dreams, who is a dirty hippie. And I love him so much, and I had to get over my ick. Like, he's like,
And now you're a dirty hippie.
no, I shower. But I do lie in bed with a hippie every night. And he's great. So it's a really interesting lesson that sometimes what you say you don't want, the universe will be like, I'm going to give it to you in spades. And guess what, bitch? You're going to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alex
for
wasn't my
sure.
type, and then I got with him, and I was like, "Do you know what? I want to go for a bit of a hippie bad boy, kind of tattooed, short king."
My one is tattooed, but they're really bad tattoos, so it's okay. But it's kind
Bad
of
tattoos,
awful.
explain.
He has like the chemical compound of THC, like weed, on his
Oh
foot.
no.
Oh, he's a smoker.
He was. He's not anymore.
And now it's on his body for the rest of his life.
for the rest
Well,
of his
make
life.
him wear socks. Or something.
Right, exactly. Well, love making, he just has one sock on at all times.
Oh my god, are you joking or is it serious?
No, it's a complete
Just
joke.
one for
It's
free.
a
Oh,
joke.
okay. How come you being
I've got a
serious?
paper bag on my head, so, you know, we all have our things. Can I thank you so much for giving such terrible, terrible advice? I think to I think to summarize, it's do as we say, not as we do. And we've made terrible mistakes, so you don't have to.
Yeah, we're doing this for you guys.
Yes, I am living proof that life does not get better.
Caramel from Drag Race UK and Ella Morgan of all my favourite dating shows. I just want to thank you two. You are goddesses. You've made me laugh so much and you've been a joy. Thank you for coming on Agony Guncles.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Ella Morgan and Caramel. Great.
And Jack, everybody.
Yeah.